Hi, I'm Sathi Roy. Welcome to my series, Conversations with Phoenix. Direct, powerful, and unfiltered discussions on humanity, the universe, relationships, and the cycles of transformation.
Mantras have been something I've been vital. They've been the ones that I've kept forward because there's science behind it too, which is also something that I love about learning the Vedic practices and just understanding the science behind it, because it's very scientifically backed. The mantras, I hear that. The mantras are important, right? I do the Mahamrityunjaya.
Mm-hmm.
I do it every day, 108 times. I love it. It really, and I've done it for, almost a full year. And there's other mantras, and I love the singing. I love it, but it's all vibration, right? I've really just strip it down. What am I doing and why? I'm cleaning my DNA. I'm changing the vibration around me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm activating my field, right? And that's what you're doing when you're speaking certain words that emit a certain vibration.
So these mantras in the Vedic tradition, they're called Shruti. So Shruti means knowledge or vibrations that are heard from within. And so a lot of time these great yogis would meditate on the truth, the nature of who they are, the nature of the divine. And that truth would take the form of these mantras. And so they would encapsulate all of the understandings of what reality really is. And so that mantra would then come out, and for example, there'd be specific vibrations. When you put together, it makes a mantra. And so then I would come to somebody who's had that internal revelation, and I tell them, so I heard you're enlightened. Tell me what is the truth? And you say, well, the truth is this mantra, right? And because truth cannot be expressed with human words.
Right.
The mantras are not of human nature. They're divinely revealed. And so what you say is chant the mantra, and like an onion, it will reveal itself to you.
Yeah.
And so these mantras are shruti, or divinely revealed knowledge that carry a certain vibration of love. And if you immerse yourself in that vibration by chanting it, you will understand the essence behind what that mantra represents.
Another thing that's very fascinating to me is the big subject of karma. So karma is something I've also thought about, and I see it being used in almost as a replacement for the word punishment, when the reality is karma isn't a punishment. There is no such thing as inherently a punishment. A karma, in my view of a karma, the way I would define it, is it's a balancer, because, a karma is simply a balancer. So if there's something that was done at another point in space and time that you did something, you have to balance it out at some point in another space and time. And it's simply balancing. It's not necessarily a punishment, right? Everything that you do, it's that give and take, that infinity symbol. So karma is essentially the infinity symbol, right? Until you balance it out. So what's your take on karma? Because, the more I think about karma, the more I realize that our human experience is really based around our exercises that have to do with our karma.
Sure. So, the thing that we have to understand is everything is just a vibration, right? And so the mantras carry the vibration of love. This material world carries the vibration of material energy. And so when we look at karma, what happens? So let's say that I act from a space of the ego. So when you act from a space of the ego, all that means is that you're acting from a space of not understanding that we all come from the same ocean of love, right? That we're all this truth, consciousness, and bliss. So ego makes us believe we're separate. Ego makes us believe that I am not eternal, I'm impermanent. It makes us believe that we don't have enough. Or it makes us believe that happiness is dependent on taking something for myself. Right? That's the nature of the ego. So, for example, I come to you, and from some reason I've convinced myself that what will make me happy is if I hit you. Okay? For whatever reason, it's in my ego has convinced me. If you hit her, you will be happy. So I come and I hit you. Yeah, I'm not that strong, but I hit you. What would you feel? What do you feel if I hit you?
You would feel the pain.
Feel pain, right? So pain is a frequency. It's a vibration, correct? So all that happens is when I hit you, whatever you feel, I will have to feel. So whatever energy that I make you feel, it will have to come back to me.
Right.
And so what happens is the pain that you feel, that takes on a seed form, okay? And that seed form attaches to my subtle body. And it waits for the right moment to sprout so you can experience it. So it doesn't mean that immediately you'll hit me back.
Right.
Maybe you will, but maybe you won't. It doesn't have to be that I experience the pain through somebody hitting me. It might be by being hit by a car.
Totally.
All that means is that whatever you've given to whoever in this world, whatever in this world, you will have to experience in the future. And it stays dormant till the appropriate time comes for you to experience it. So when karmas manifest in one's life is a mystery. You'll never understand. Something can manifest because of something that you did 100 lifetimes ago.
Right.
You never know. It's a mystery as to when the vritti or the seed chooses to manifest. And when it manifests, you will experience it. Then after you experience it, then it's over. So till you experience it, you've entangled yourself with that energy. And you're waiting to unentangle by a performance of an action in the future where you experience that same frequency.
Right.
So it's said that whatever we do from the ego, whatever we give to the world, that becomes a seed of karma that we'll have to experience in the future. And the reason why that's like this is because of what you said. This reality is always looking to balance itself. Right? Nature always balances itself. So these energies are also balancing themselves. So in the same way, we are taught to not perform action based on the ego, but action based on true understanding of who you are, to do your dharma. Because when you do your dharma, and you do it from a space of knowing who you are, what do you give to the world? Love. So when you make somebody happy, what do you think is going to come back to you? That same joy, that same bliss, right? So that's how we look at karma. Karma is not good or bad.
Right.
It's just the function designed to make sure that nature is constantly balancing itself. And as long as we have these seeds of karma that have not manifested, we're not going to know who we are. Once we clear our karmas, then we realize our true nature.
Absolutely.